Hi guys, thanks for joining me. This is my final live video this afternoon. If you want to catch my other live videos from today, please go over to my personal page, Marianne Hanson. You can also go over to my counselling page, which is called NU Journeys Counselling. You can also find one of my live videos on my page called Coach Marianne Hanson, where I provide self-worth and confidence coaching. So the whole point of this channel really is purely to help people. I don't provide any financial services. I'm not a financial advisor, anything like that. I do get some people that come to me for debt counselling, but it's rare. I know there's other people out there that can provide a better service on that. This is more just to provide you with support and help, really. And the videos normally are just around financial freedom, debt, money problems, things like that. So this video, I think you're going to enjoy it. Please join in with the conversations. Anyone that's catching me on the replay, then please leave your comments and I'll get back to you later. So how many times have you used one of the following phrases? I can't afford it. That's too expensive. I wish I could buy that. Sorry, I'm broke right now. When I'm rich, I'll do A, B, C, whatever. Lots of people everything starts with what you say, really, what you say towards yourself, what you say about money, nothing really just gets said and just left there, really. It's all about your beliefs about money and your mindset. Because when you think about it, money is just a tool. So I've said this analogy before, but I'm going to use it again. If you were ill and you only had like one day to live, or if you were out in the ocean and you were drowning, if someone said to you, okay, I'm going to give you £50 million, or you were drowning, in the lake and in the river, and someone said, I can't get you a boat, don't know a lifeguard, I can't save you, but do you know what? I've got 100 million for you. Which would you take, especially if you couldn't swim? Money would mean nothing because it wouldn't help you in that situation, would it? What you really need is someone to rescue you. If you're ill, what you really need is someone to cure you. So my point is, money is just a tool. It's what it can bring, what it can do for you, but really it's just a piece of paper. Whoever invented it and decided to, take these coins, copper or whatever they're made of, and put numbers on them, take these pieces of paper, colour them in and put the Queen's head on them and other people's names. You can only use money based on like how we value it. In certain countries, it's the same thing. They trade each other's skills, they trade knowledge, they'll take lots of things over money. So the way you've got to see it is, it's about, even though money is important, it's about what you can use it for. If you start getting to the mindset of, not, I just want more money, I just want to be rich, I just want to be able to buy this, buy that, then I don't really think a lot of money is going to come to you anyway, because this is just my belief. You're not concrete on what you need it for, but also the universe is going to reward people. This is what I think, if you have like a solid plan, but also if you genuinely are going to use this money in certain ways. I mean, rich people, fair enough, they've made their money through grafting, and there's people who work on the stock market who get millions, every month and stuff, not month, every year, whatever. And you can blow your money on whatever you choose to. No one's saying that you can't. But if you want to make a firm commitment in your heart and in your mind that you are committed to making money, but a part of that reason is so that you can use money in various ways, then I just think the direction and the path you're going to go in is going to be completely different for whether from where you just saying, I want lots of money, I want 1 million. Everyone these days is just saying, oh, I want 1 million. I want money in the bank. I want this, I want that. And one, they've got no plan. Two, they're not really thinking about, why does it have to be 1 million? Do you know what I mean? Is that because you've just heard lots of people saying it? So what actions are you taking? So be honest with yourself. What actions are you taking on a regular basis to show that you're committed to more money showing up in your life? Okay? Are you selling a service? Are you selling stuff in your home that you no longer need? Are you, putting yourself out there, saying, I can do all these skills, I was going to make a video about this. I probably will one day. trading your skills for money. You know, if you were to sit down and you were to consider all of the hundreds of things you could do as a skill, there are people out there that don't want to go shopping. They'll pay someone to do their shopping for them. There's people that don't want to drive anywhere, or they've been banned from driving. They need to get to places. They'll pay, you know, they might get a taxi or an Uber. But if you were to cut, you know, say, if it was a friend of yours or someone you know, and you said to them, look, I've got a car, I'll drive you here if you put petrol money in, or if you give me this amount. We just got to be creative. If you were really committed to making money, then you have to sit down, not making money, creating money. You have to sit down and think about how you can do that. The biggest issue or the biggest thing or reason why people don't accumulate like lots of money, part of it, there's other reasons, getting into debt, buying things they can't afford, going back. I mean, people like, I don't really want to say like famous people's names because I'm always worried they might be watching. They won't be watching this, but they could still sue me. Anyway, there was a famous singer, I won't say her name, and she, all through the 90s, this singer was rocking out hits after hits and hits. You know, albums. She was getting to #1 with most of them. And then I couldn't believe when I heard she was bankrupt, because I'm just like, bankrupt? How is it possible that you could, the amount of Grammys she had, the amount of albums, the amount of like tracks that she had, she was collaborating with people, and then she went bankrupt. So, you know, my feeling is that obviously she was buying things that, not that she couldn't afford, but probably was buying cars for all the family and stuff. Anyway, getting back to the point is the money is there, but it's what you do with it. And if you get committed to like raising money in your life, you then have to decide on the next step. What am I going to do with it? So all I'm going to do is take you through 5 steps, because I don't want to make this video too long. Before I take you through the 5 steps, I just want to tell you, this is a good affirmation for you to do, a money affirmation. You say, money is available, money is in abundance, money is a tool for my freedom and my opportunities. Okay? So that's money is available, money is in abundance, money is a tool for my freedom and opportunities. So all you're doing when you're saying those affirmations to yourself is you're just psyching yourself up a bit, really. We all need a bit of motivation. So it's about you, you know, waking up each day and just saying those things. There's other affirmations you can find online, much better than that, but that's just to get you started. So #1 is to get crystal clear, I'm looking at my notes, about what amount of money you want and what you want it for. Basically, if you know what amount of money you want, and that is cemented in your brain, right, I want, an example is, I walk around in my purse with a cheque, and the cheque is for £150,000. It's not real, obviously. That is on my business, one of my business cheques. That's how much I want to accumulate in 1 year in my business account at some point, you know, at some point in my business. That's not like loads of money, it's not millions, but I think it's something which keeps me going, because every time I open my purse I see that cheque. So you need to decide on the amount, but you also need to decide on what you want to use it for. It's more likely that you'll accumulate that amount of money if you know where that money is going to go. You know, it's just a theory that people use. They say that if you, in your mind, you cement how much, then it's likely that the opportunities will come along where you will be able to manifest that amount. Step 2 is you need to make some sacrifices. If you're committed to making money, then, you know, I mean, you hear all these differing views on this stuff, where you have these businessmen that are like working long hours and people are saying to them, oh, you don't get time to spend with your kids. Or you have people who are spending too much time socialising, but then they're not working. No one can judge it for you. But what I would just like to say is that I don't think you can become rich or make lots of money without some sort of sacrifices. You know, it might mean you have to work over the Easter or the bank holidays, or you might have to work over Christmas. Last Christmas, apart from Christmas Day and Boxing Day, they're the only 2 days I had off. The day after Boxing Day, the 27th, I had visits. You know, then the day after that, I had counselling appointments. Everyone was laughing at me saying, oh, why have you not taken more time off? Because if my clients call or I get a referral, it's my option if I want to say, no, I'm taking a week off at Christmas, but if I feel like doing a counselling appointment on the 29th or the 28th of December, Christmas is over. Do you know what I mean? Even Christmas Eve I was working. Christmas Day and Boxing Day are 2 days where I don't work. That's enough for me. But yeah, you're going to have to make sacrifices. There might be times where you lose sleep because you're going to bed late. There might be times where on a Saturday afternoon you're having to plan your events and things. You'd need to look at the long-term goal. Is it going to be worth it? Well, sometimes it is, yeah. It's worth losing my Saturday afternoon to spend time with family occasionally to get this big contract and earn big money. However, on a Sunday then, I can treat my family. My feeling is always that whilst I'm working this hard now, eventually I'm going to be in a position where I've got goals that I want to do, which include going on a retreat abroad. I want to help my family out with certain things. I want to do, so that keeps me motivated. So yeah, I do sacrifice a lot of things, but I'm willing to make those sacrifices. So you just have to decide for yourself, really. The third one is you need to, this is the key one out of all of them, really. Get more education about money. I'm not an expert in money. You know, I went away to university, I got into loads of student debt, I came out with all of that debt. I then moved straight into a house where I had then more debt because I had to pay back the student loans. Even though I've always been working, I was spending like crazy, I was getting into debts. You know, I'm someone that had 3 credit cards at one point, overdrafts all over the place, loans. And then one day I just woke up and I said, you know what? I don't want this for my life. I don't want a creditor holding anything. I don't like people holding things over me altogether. I'm not someone that will do someone a favour and then say, you owe me a favour. No, you don't. I'll do that for you and that's the end of it. But creditors, I don't want to give them any power over my life. So I got rid of all my credit cards. I've had a credit card in about 2-3 years. Never had an overdraft since... Don't ask me the last time I had an overdraft because I don't want one, because it's just credit that you just have to pay back later. Loans I don't have anymore. And you just have a sense of freedom. Get educated about money, you know, read books. There's loads of books out there. Go on YouTube. The only reason I know lots of stuff about money now and about money management and finances, the value of money, you know, my mindset is different, is because of the books I read and the things I've watched. I'll see a book recommended and I'll go and buy it and I will actually read it. I won't just put it on the shelf. So get educated, get your finances in order. Don't fear the creditors, don't fear your loans, don't not open your letters. Open those letters, make the calls to the creditors, get yourself in order. The 4th step is to set a date to take control of your finances. Don't keep waking up every morning in the same situation saying, you know, I'm going to do something. Oh, I've got this big idea, but I'll work on it tomorrow. Or, you know, I'm in lots of debt, but right now this is happening. Or, I can't focus on this now because of this. You need to show commitment by setting a date. Even if your date was, I don't know, by the end of 2018, I'm going to have cleared all of my debts. That might not even be possible or it might not feel possible at the time you're saying it, but at least you've put a deadline in your head. And that's another theory that comes up. If you set a deadline for something, it's more likely to happen than just saying one day, you know, or someday. And the final step before I end this live is to create something called an ideas book or page. And you title it Ways to Make Money or to Create Income. I haven't done this myself. I thought about this last night, actually. It came out of the blue. Hi, whoever's joining me. I'm coming to the end of the video now, so you can watch the replay. But this final step, you probably like this, whoever's joining me. What you do is you go out and you buy yourself a nice fancy journal, or you can just use pieces of paper, and you write down every single idea that comes into your head that can make you money or create income. I've got loads of journals. My journals had ideas in them, my business ideas, video ideas. Every time I come up with a title of a video, it's something I've written in my journal, you know, months ago. Articles, how I want my websites to be and stuff. When you write something down, it's just cementing the idea. I know that if I put someone in a room and I said, you've got an hour come up with every single idea you can to create money or to create an income. People would have loads of ideas. You can write a book. You know, you could go out there and set up a cleaning business. There's hundreds. So that's what you to do. It's to get your brain going really on the idea, because it's committing yourself to money, but it's doing it in a way that you're just giving your brain a kickstart really. So there you go. Get crystal clear about how much money you want and what you want it for. Make some sacrifices in your life. Get some education about money. Get your finances in order. Set a date for you to take control of your finances, and create an ideas book or a ways to entitled Ways to Make Money and Create Income. They're just 5 simple tips, but the key thing is to just get committed. You know, if this is what you want, and go for it. There might be people out there that are not interested in money, or have got bad messages from their childhood about money. You know, that money is bad, it's greedy, you shouldn't chase money and stuff. And what I would say to people is, as I said at the beginning of this video, money is just a tool. It can't do everything for you, you know, but it does give you choices and opportunities. And chasing money, I don't even understand what that statement means, because money isn't just like running in the street and you're running after it, being able to catch it. Going after what you want and being ambitious and going after the things that money can buy to me isn't chasing money. It's about like using your talents, your gifts, your abilities, your ambition, your drive to succeed, so that you can be in a good financial position. And I'll never slate anyone for doing that. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks to everyone that tuned in on this live video and all of my other live videos. I'll see you all again next Wednesday. Now that I'm getting into a routine of live videos every Wednesday, it's took the pressure off me to just continuously do live videos here and there. So thanks for tuning in. Anyone watching on the replay, please leave your comments and have a fantastic afternoon. Bye.